Hi everyone, welcome back to After Baby Revival. In today's video I'm going to be sharing 5 things that I wish I'd packed in my hospital bag. Obviously a few weeks ago we had our little man via C-section and I ended up staying in hospital for a few more days than we first anticipated. So if you're preparing to labour, you're going to want to save this video and don't forget to hit subscribe to see everything else. So at number 5 is a pair of slippers. I originally packed some fluffy socks, just thinking it'd be cosy for hospital. After the C-section, I had to wear some compression stockings, and I'd not quite envisaged how mucky hospital floors can get. So with my feet and ankles being quite swollen after surgery, I couldn't fit my fluffy socks on top. So the compression stockings did get quite dirty quite quickly, so I had to ask for quite a few new pairs throughout my stay. Whereas if I'd have had a pair of slippers, they could have quite easily just slipped on over the top, and I could have just walked around without worrying about getting any dirt on my feet or just keeping my toes quite toasty, to be honest. So at number 4 is a book. This one that I've got here is just a bit of feel-good fiction story by Lucy Diamond. I absolutely love the books by her. As I say, it's just easy reading on a night. So I'd recommend this. Just hospital days are long and, to be honest, quite boring. So as much as they say sleep when baby sleeps, baby does sleep a lot, and there's only so much screen time you can have on your phone before you just need a bit of a break. So baby does feed a lot in the night or is up quite a lot, but it's little and often rather than one long stint. Same with the midwives wake you up for observations or injections in my case. As I say, just that break in between where you're trying to get to sleep or during the day even. A book I would definitely recommend just to break that up a little bit. So you can go for a walk on the corridors, but it's only about 5 minutes you're out really, and you can't take baby with you. Personally, I didn't like leaving him behind, so yes, a book would definitely be welcome just to break your day up. At number 3 is a blanket. So this one we actually got as a gift, which, to be honest, is a really good gift. So if you are thinking of buying for somebody, I would recommend a blanket. Obviously you don't need to worry about sizes like you would do with clothing, and they come in just so much use. So we used ours at hospital for swaddling. So if baby's unsettled, swaddling was a game changer once. One of the midwives showed me how to. It is a bit of a knack, but once you've got the hang of it, it's really useful. It just settles baby. Again, while feeding, it was great just to wrap baby up if it was a bit chilly. Say if he'd got his toes out or anything, or just having a bit of a cuddle, it was quite nice just to use. But yes, I'd definitely recommend bringing one of these. At number 2 is some deodorising wipes. So I had a C-section, so I wasn't allowed to shower for a few days afterwards, and these just came in useful just to feel a bit more clean, hygienic, and just boost your self-confidence a little bit. So I was in hospital for longer than I anticipated. I was only expecting to be there a night, maybe 2. I ended up staying in for about a week. So obviously that would be quite a long time to go without a shower. So the deodorising wipes were great. As I said, they just freshen you up a little bit, and quite easy to pack. You don't have to worry about any shower gel explosions in your bag or anything like that, which is always a bonus. And finally at number 1 is some milk formula. So I appreciate this is quite a big tub, so you don't need to take anything quite this size to hospital. They do little travel size, just one-off versions, so I'd maybe put something like that in your bag. So for me personally, I wanted to breastfeed and did start doing this. However, I didn't produce enough milk to keep baby happy, and baby ended up losing some weight. So it was advised to do top-up feeds with formula or switch to formula altogether, just so we could see how much baby was having to make sure he was having enough. I think this is quite common, but it does make you feel like you're not doing a very good job if you're not providing baby with enough food for him to get by. So just by packing this, even if you don't end up using it, you've just sort of ticked that box really, just to say, just in case, baby will get enough nutrients. So yes, going back in time, I would definitely take this as well, just to make sure that, as I say, baby has enough to eat to keep him happy and to keep him putting weight on. So that's it. Those are the 5 things that I wish I'd packed in my hospital bag. Thank you for watching. As always, please let me know in the comments what you thought of this video, and if there's anything that you packed that I missed, or anything that you forgot to take when you went into labour, again, please let me know. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thanks again, and take care.